call the ball when you have it. There's center line. 3 plus.
Hey, this is Striker once again. Welcome to the F-18 in Persian Gulf. Tonight I'm on the Hoggit Persian Gulf at War server. Gonna be going up for a quick SEAD mission. Go find some enemy SAM sites and take them out. So today I'll be bringing along 1 harm and 2 IR Mavericks, and also some tactical air-launched decoys. Got 3 of those guys. They really come in handy, especially if you're flying solo, as I am tonight. Pretty much always flying solo. And you'll see just how useful it is to have those TALDs with you when working against a SAM site.
Roll left, roll left.
We're getting the aircraft started up here,
Flight
get ready
controls.
to roll.
Flight controls.
And we'll get taxiing off to the catapult soon. One thing on multiplayer servers, it's always important to make sure that you tune into the radios specific to either the carrier, the airscripts you're taking off from. Here on the Hoggit servers, there's usually 2 radios, one for carriers, and one for all the air bases. Without further ado, let's get rolling.
Wheel chocks are now removed.
George, Washington traffic, Cycle 11, taxiing to Catapult 2.
A few more players loaded in here. I got a couple Tomcats and an F-18 in the back. Moving over to Catapult 2. So on multiplayer servers, you'll often see messages like that, just giving a status update of what's happening on the server. Alright, in position. Signal to lower the launch bar. Set my takeoff trim. And you've got fuel and weapons on you. You need to make sure you set the proper takeoff trim based upon your aircraft weight. I think we're ready to go. Hand it off to the shooter. Push it into afterburner. Wipe the controls. Salute. Off we go.
Washington traffic, Cycle 11, clear cut 2.
That's one thing that's really good to do is when you're on some of these servers like Hoggit, you can use an AI AWACS that will tell you when you get close to enemy fighters. You can see things that you can't even see on the situational awareness display. It's very good to have.
Overlord, this is Psycho 11, set tripwire 20.
So they'll tell me anytime enemy aircraft are within
Psycho
20 miles.
11, Overlord, copy. Warning 20 nautical miles.
Alright, now to find where the SAM site is. So we have a little listing there, and I'm using something called Scratchpad. You move that little dot onto the area, and it'll give you the coordinates and elevation. You gotta click the LL. There we go. Now I can use that to enter it into a navigation waypoint quite easily, because the information will stay up on the display. Yeah, there it is. And I set this to precise and using degrees, minutes, seconds, decimal seconds. Alright, we're getting close. Kind of see the veil lifting over there in the distance. As you get close, there's a limitation on how far you can see with your sensors. Nice thing with the AT FLIR, as you can see your waypoint. Look at that, I dropped it right in the middle of those guys. I was pretty lucky. Sometimes the circle is roughly where the enemy is, but this is going to be pretty easy because they're sitting in a little green area in the middle of housing. Should be able to get them. So what I do is I'm just setting up some mark points on each individual weapon that I see down there, or rather enemy, and that can help me find some targets later on. It's not something you have to do, but it's usually a good thing to get into that when you are reconning an area and you see a bunch of enemy. Put some mark points on them. Now often the enemy will move after something explodes nearby, so it can have limited functionality. But if needed, you can set a waypoint to one of those mark points and then use a waypoint designate to line up your weapons and your FLIR back onto it. That guy looked like he had a little spinning thing on top, so I'm guessing that's one of the SAM radars. There he is. I'm locked up on the harm, which is in target of opportunity mode. Before we do that, I'm going to go and send some tactical air-launched decoys their way so they can shoot at them instead of at me. The other nice thing with these guys is that it lets you see where they're launching from. There we go. One up. Moves away. Let's get that harm back on him. Get in closer though. Also let the decoy take some of the heat off of my harm in case there's something like a SA-15 down there, but I didn't see one. Alright, we're gonna fire that harm here in a moment. Here we go. Magnum. So offset away from target area and have that target ready to go for my Maverick in case it doesn't get hit by the harm. There you can see those SAMs shooting at the decoy. Very handy. I'm going to shoot another decoy. Go, another one away. Let's see what's going on down here. Probably got off a little bit. And there we go. That's when I hit. And those are where the launches are coming from over there. Find something to shoot at. Isn't just some supply truck, because there's some supply trucks down there. Pull over here, I'm getting too close. Got one decoy left on the wing there. It's always good to pick a safe, somewhat of a safe area to orbit around. So you gotta stay kind of around these mountains. Use a helmet mounted sight to get back on there. See what I can find. Right in there, somewhere in that smoke. It's going right to the left. There we go. Right there. See him? Gotcha. Let's roll in. See what we can do. These smoke trails are from the earlier SAM shooting at the decoy. Lock and Magnum. Nope, sorry, rifle. Extend out a little bit here. Got that guy? Yeah, we got someone equal as well. So, a couple man pads down. That's good. Another target. See what else there is. Go back. This guy, he looks like he might have fired something recently. Okay. Good lock on him. Roll in. Get that Maverick. I'll take him out. Engage Maverick, and away it goes. And while you're flying around here, it's good to dump out some flares and chaff, just to be safe. Those things are dirt cheap, but the aircraft's a little bit expensive to repair or replace. Usually when I turn away from my targets, I'll dump out some chaff and flares. There we go. Got him. Okay, well, we're out of weapons, so we're going to go find an airport nearby here and rearm, refuel. So in this server, if you click on that airport, just over, it's close to where we are, you click on it on the map, you see the information come up about it. You know it's in friendly hands and you can get down there and get resupplied. Oops. Alright, there we go. Yep. We're good. Gonna bring this in for a landing, get some weapons. There's a 6 that's just past the airport that's tagging me. So I just need to keep an eye out, make sure nothing sneaks up on me from the left. And there he is, off to the left somewhere. Speed break out, slow ourselves down a bit, just trimmed up for on speed, make a nice landing. Yeah, nice gentle landing. Alright, let's go get some weapons. So I'm going to get rid of the harm and keep the decoys, but I'll have 3 Mavericks and I'll throw some cluster bombs underneath. Since I'm really close, I don't need that fuel tank right now. So a couple of Rockeye canisters under there.
377 level angels 1.2 clear down. We'll be heading 120.
That'll do. Top up your flares, your fuel. Don't forget to do that. And looks good.
Now that last pass, the answer for that is not the full power and close, okay? So think about those first 2 passes.
That's all taken care of. Get rolling down the airport, down the runway.
Control battle.
And then we'll get up. Roll left back towards the mountains to pick up the remaining targets.
I
I think there's actually about 4 left down there. Get those weapons ready. Cluster bombs, set them to the proper height. Get the Mavericks going down. Set field of view for each of them. Alright, we're good. Hope clear. And get our proper waypoint designated. Yeah, SA-6 off to the right there. Maybe take him out later. Unless someone else does. Alright, let's roll in and see what we got. Decoys. Now let's get our Mavericks lined up next. Just slow down, let the decoys move in ahead so that they can draw the fire. No point in launching decoys and blazing on in front of them. These guys are a little tricky to see. Got something there. So we got, oh, there we go. Look at that. Launching out my decoys. Gotcha. I see you. Alright. The Maverick up. On cage. Get him lined up in front. Lock and shoot. Let's see what else we got down here. Okay. 2 for 1. There we go. Punch and juke. Roll away. Flares and chaff. Decoy, second one I shot at. 1, 2, look at that. Okay, one more Maverick and some cluster bombs. Saw something sitting on the road. What was that for?
Roger that. Transporting security forces to the target location.
Alright. There it is. Yeah, big old radar sitting there. Even got a date with a Maverick. Yeah. Locked. Good. Rifle. Off to the right. Ah, rather left. Rather right. There's an SA-10 somewhere out there that keeps pinging me with a block. I was actually pretty fortunate to find these guys sitting here. It's something that I could easily identify. Because often I find when I go looking at these various target sites, I get there and everything's already blown up, but the circle is still on the map, so. Yep. There we go. Boom. Alright, I think there's one more thing out there. There's some cluster bombs onto it. There it is. Looked like a little supply truck or something. Still gotta be careful. Gonna do this with a healthy sprinkling of flares for sure. Had my day ruined by IR missiles fired from a man pad on more than one occasion. Roll on, I'm just going to drop both of these on them.
Altitude. Altitude.
To the right, flares. Got it. Alright, continue around over to the mountains. Taking out some flares. Until I'm up in altitude, a little bit safer. Even had man pads like spawn in the middle of nowhere, like in these cities and stuff. You go flying by and suddenly you got one shooting you down. Well, that was pretty good. I think we got everything at that site. Eventually it'll disappear off the map. We get a little message somewhere. I usually miss all the messages, but I don't even know what SAM site this was, so that was attacking. The name of it.
Overlord, Bra, 312,
Altitude.
233,
Altitude.
6,000, hot, 2-ship flanker.
So, that was it. That was my time on Persian Gulf at 1.
Overlord, set. Overlord Viper 1-3, set warning for 50 nautical miles.
Viper 1-3, Overlord, copy, warning 50 nautical miles.
Yep. So it was a pretty good night. I didn't even think I was going to do too much. That's why I didn't set up my other camera, catch my little cockpit interactions. But it went pretty good. I was pretty happy. Got those all taken out.
Overlord, Wyvern 1-1, set tripwire 30.
Wyvern 1-1, Overlord, copy, warning 30 nautical miles.
Now, the real pains are the SA-10s Those guys have long reach and they'll take out your Mavericks and your harms. You gotta get in close, and so decoys are your friend with those, and so is terrain. Of course, in the Gulf, you're flying over water towards these guys. It can be real difficult. Anyway, hope you enjoyed it. Had a lot of fun. Be posting some more later. Striker out.
150, let's go,